This video is brought to you by AKSIAS.
Hello everyone, welcome to the session on Geography Through Maps, Part 2. In the first part, I did about Quad, but due to pandemic, we had to take a break. But from now on, you will be getting regular videos with respect to Geography Through Maps. Apart from this, we'll be also releasing current affairs related issues also. So please try to follow this and try to subscribe as well. So guys, in today's session, we will discuss about Israel and Palestine. You might have read about this issue to great detail when it comes to your current affairs preparation. But most of the questions associated with Middle East or West Asia, what we call, is mostly associated with maps. When it comes to South Asia, if there is something happening in China, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, questions can be asked about that country as well. But when it comes to most importantly West Asia, till now UPSC has mostly focused on maps. So it's very important for us to know what are these maps that we are actually talking about, right? So to begin with, first observe Israel in your atlas. When you see Israel, immediately that you should try to recollect or remember is about the countries which has border with Israel. So if you see on top, you have Lebanon, you have Syria, you have Jordan, and you have Egypt. These were the four countries which normally have always attacked Israel. Now, whenever it is about Israel and Palestine, mostly people look back at the history. Now, when we see history, Jerusalem, which is the most important religious place, as you are aware, for Muslims, Christians, and Jews, was actually under the control of Ottoman Empire, who ruled this part for really long time. And these people were on the side of Germany during First World War. And once Britishers defeated them, and during First World War, Jews signed an agreement with British and asked them to establish a Jewish state closer to Jerusalem. And these people agreed, and most importantly, on the western side of Jordan River, please try to understand this, Jordan River, western side of Jordan River, Britishers allowed lot of Jews to come and settle. So Jews started coming and they started settling in this region. Till 1947, after Second World War as well, many Jews started coming and accumulating in the western part of Jordan River in this particular areas. You can see the green color represents Palestinians and the white color represents Jewish settlements. Now, these Jewish settlements who were present in this particular part got support from United Nations, who proposed two-nation theory, where in this diagram, the green color they planned were part of Palestine and white was part of Israel. And now when you look at this Jerusalem, as both Palestinians and Jews claimed this, basically they made it a United Nations city or international city, which can be a combined capital of both Israel and Palestine. But immediately after 1948, when Israel declared its independence and Britishers left, Egypt, Syria, Jordan, and many other Arab countries attacked Israel. Once they attacked them, Israel or Jews captured most of these parts. You can see this part has come under Jews. Entire Jerusalem has come under Jews. Most of the other parts have come under the control of Jews. Egypt tried to control this particular part on the western side of Israel, which today is popularly known as Gaza Strip. This was in news. And Jordan tried to control this particular part from Israel, which is known as West Bank. 1967, till that particular time, Palestinians were present in these two parts. But now, even in the West Bank, Israelis or Jewish settlements have increased to such an extent that today their plan is to ensure Jewish settlements are more than Palestinians in this particular areas. So guys, in this entire process, I'm trying to tell you the history and I'm showing you the maps. So please understand the maps and the terms that I'm using as much as possible. Now, given this particular scenario, some of the other important things that we need to look is, guys, this is called West Bank mainly because it is on the western side of Jordan River. So when you have a river, on either side of the river we call banks of the river. So this is your West Bank. On the other hand, towards Mediterranean Sea, you have what we call as Gaza Strip. And this was under the control of Egypt, where Palestinians settled. In 1949 and 1950, through armistice agreements, there was a border drawn between these regions and Israel. Now, when we look at Jerusalem, in 1947, United Nations said that Jerusalem is part of both Israel and Palestine. But Israel captured it completely, and even today, entire Jerusalem is under the control of Israel. Now, the western part of Israel mostly has Jewish settlements. Eastern part of Jerusalem mostly have Palestinians. I repeat, western side of Jerusalem has Jewish settlements. Eastern side mostly have what we call as Palestinians. The recent fight was all about Jews settling in Eastern Jerusalem. More number of Jews started settling in Eastern Jerusalem, and Palestinians who were there were forced to move out. If there is no Palestinian settlements left in Jerusalem, then even in future, Palestinians cannot claim that this is part of theirs. And in today's newspaper, the day I'm recording, there is a new political party in power in Israel, and that political party has given permissions for Jews to do rally in Eastern Jerusalem, which basically indicates that the new political party is more stringent in their measures towards Palestinians. So Israel and Palestine issue will always be there. Sometimes if they form sentences and give it to you, I don't want you people to miss it. Now guys, the world community does not recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Now what the world community has done, they have shifted their embassies to a place called Tel Aviv. According to the world, which is the capital of Israel, it is Tel Aviv. They don't recognize Jerusalem, including India. India says there are two states, Israel and Palestine. Jerusalem is combined capital of these two. Israel cannot claim this completely. Till Obama's period, there were many talks that US has to recognize Jerusalem as the capital, but no one did. Trump administration recently shifted its embassy to Jerusalem, and that is also there in current affairs, and it's very, very important for you as well. Now, after looking at some of these issues, the other part which is not part of Israel, but it was part of Syria, during the war, Israel had captured the region called as Golan Heights. Yes, please remember, Golan Heights had Syrian origin people. Israel captured it, and this was known as disputed territory in front of world. Slowly and steadily, Jewish settlements increased in this particular part. It went to such an extent that today, in this region, 55% of the people are Jews, and 45% of the people are only Syrians. Based on their population, if today you go and ask the people, Jews will easily win. US recognized Golan Heights as part of Israel. So, again and again you can see here that US is the most important supporter to Israel, and for UPSC we are more interested in these regions. These were some of the important things that is required for you. Apart from this, other possible questions with respect to Israel. Please remember about the Dead Sea. It is in between Israel and Jordan. If you consider Palestine as a state, because according to United Nations it is not a state, according to India it is a state, but UPSC normally avoids giving Palestine in options. So it is in between Israel and Jordan. Which one? Dead Sea. Second thing, you also have Sea of Galilee. Very, very important, guys. The Sea of Galilee is within Israel. If you think Golan Heights is part of Israel, else it is the border of Israel and Syria. Look for both options. If you have Israel and Syria, tick that. If you have Israel only, and if there is no Israel and Syria, you can leave it. Or if they give you a very simple question, where is Sea of Galilee located? West Asia, North Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, you must be aware. Fine. Apart from Dead Sea and Sea of Galilee, Israel also has border with Gulf of Aqaba. Basically, guys, Gulf of Aqaba, Suez Canal and Red Sea. In between this, there is a heart-shaped structure called Sinai Peninsula. Very important one nowadays. So go through this carefully. Now, when we look at Gulf of Aqaba, Israel has border. Sinai Peninsula, which is part of Egypt, has border. Jordan has little bit border. Saudi Arabia also has border. Please remember the countries: Egypt, Israel, Jordan, Saudi Arabia. When you are looking at the last important thing, Israel had border with Dead Sea, with Sea of Galilee, Gulf of Aqaba. You also have border with Mediterranean Sea. When you look at Mediterranean Sea in Asia, Turkey has border, Syria has border, Lebanon has border, and Israel has border. Remember, Jordan doesn't have border with Mediterranean Sea. Most importantly, even Iraq doesn't have border with Mediterranean Sea. So guys, please understand, Israel and Palestine, especially during this time when UPSC will be making questions, is very, very important for you. Please go through this carefully. Make a note of this. Mostly try to remember these maps. At max, out of the box, the question can be capitals of different countries in the region, arranging them from west to east or north to south. Even that can be a possible question, and they have already asked it. So guys, these are some of the important things that you need to know. In next video through geography through maps, I will be dealing with other aspects. But before we conclude, due to pandemic, if students are preparing for 2022 and if you need online coaching from us, AKS IAS is starting new batch. You can join. We can ensure that we provide best coaching and good mentorship as well. For any other contacts or for any other details, you can contact us, guys. Thank you.
This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.